Yeah. Right, anyway. Right, let's talk about your journey. How did you get into fitness?
Well, I've not always been into like the fitness side of things, like the weight training. I've always been into football.
Football, yeah.
I played golf when I was younger. Darts, if you class that as a sport.
Well, it is now, isn't it?
Yeah. No Luke Littler though. But it was around about the age of 18, 19 years old when I was working in a leather factory.
What was that?
Yeah, a leather factory. No bondage or anything. It was basically, it's a company called Globetrotter, and they make really expensive handbags, suitcases, wallets.
Sounds like only horses and horses, mate.
Well, all I'm going to say is Google Globetrotter and look at the prices. They used to send, well, they send it to Tokyo, where obviously they've got loads of money. Anyway, back to the question. I was working with my mate one day there, and he said to me, "Do you want to go to the gym?" I'm like, "Nah, not really into that."
Yeah.
And then he asked me again 2 days later, "Do you want to go to the gym?" Nah, not really into that. And then he didn't say another thing for a good week or so, and someone then called me tin ribs, called me skinny. And obviously calling people skinny, calling people fat, calling people anything like that, it's not nice. No. It's not nice. So he then asked me again, he didn't know that someone had called me that, but then he asked me again and said, "Do you want to go to the gym?" I was like, stood there and I was like, "Yeah, go on then." I'm only paying for a single session though. Right, I was adamant I weren't going to pay
What
for
gym was this then? What gym?
So I was actually living down south at the time.
Right, okay,
It was called Animal Gym.
Mark, you got the weird name coming out of your mouth.
Animal Gym.
Yeah.
And I've gone in there and I've asked him about the membership prices. I was still adamant I wasn't going to buy membership.
Is it still around today, you reckon?
This gym? Yeah, it's still there.
Oh,
so if you go on Instagram, type in Animal Gym, good little gym, good bodybuilding.
Give you a bit of a link in there, yeah, go
on. And I've gone in there, I've gone up to the desk. It was proper, like, little meathead gym. Didn't put me off at all. And most people, they go into a bodybuilding gym and they've got that stigma.
Yeah.
Everyone's in there
Big
for their own reasons.
Meatheads.
You know, they don't care.
Carpet fitters.
You know, I went in there, skinny little 19-year-old, and he's gone, "Right, what do you want to do then? Do you want a membership or pay for the single session?" He went through the prices with me, and for some bizarre reason, I said, "Look, sign me up for membership."
I bet it's quite cheap back then as well, wasn't it? It's quite cheap now, isn't it?
£25 a month.
Not bad.
So gym prices always, they range between £20 to £40 a month. I find.
Yeah, definitely.
I find that. So anyway, that was the start of my journey into the gym scene.
The realm.
And one visit turned into 2 visits, turned into 3 visits, turned into 4 visits, turned into buying supplement after supplement after supplement. I was literally a walking, talking pharmacy.
Really?
I was rattling. Did I need all of that? No.
No, but I think as a youngster,
you think it's the answer?
Yeah, because I remember not taking. I think when I was about 18, 19, Celtec Hardcore come out. I don't know whether you remember that. It's like creatine supplement.
He's a little bit older than me.
They still do it today, but back then it was basically like diabetes, basically. But we didn't know at the time. You just look it back a bit, think, yeah, great, gonna get me big, yeah, fuck it. As a youngster, you do. But I think that's the only supplement which I can know of what actually works. It is phenomenal. I think but nowadays obviously slimmed down, a bit like Jack 3D. I never took the original one.
They've got some like lighter version.
But now, like the lighter one is not as good, is it? But we obviously know reasons why. But yeah.
But yeah, I bought this supplement. It's called Animal Pack, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, is that what it's called? It's got multivitamins.
I'm gonna absolutely slaughter his name. Frank McGrath. Frank McGrath. Sounds like a Punisher, isn't it? No. He's a bodybuilder. He used to be sponsored by him.
Because on the front of the tub, it's literally like yellow and the man's black.
Yeah.
It's like a silhouette of a man. And
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Frank.
But it was literally just a tub of tablets. It was, like cod liver oil, multivitamin, you know, all the things that you can buy cheaper than... I was paying silly amounts for it, but I thought that was the solution to get jacked.
Yeah. And I think they still sell them now, surely. But they sell like loads of other stuff. But I think it's more of like based in America. I'm assuming. But they used to do did they used to do liver tablets?
Yeah.
Liver tablet, no.
Cod liver oil.
And they used to do a I think it's what animal.
Universal, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
Liver tablet. Liver tablet? No, yeast. No.
Whatever they were.
They're massive tablets.
It was like putting little rocks in your mouth.
Yeah, like you take two per meal, whatever. But 8 in the morning. 8 tablets. See you later. And,
so yeah, it kind of spiraled out of control with the supplements I was taking.
Yeah.
But you have to learn.
Absolutely.
And you're going into these different gyms, and that was the first gym that I started to take it seriously, the training sides of it. And then I started looking at my diet, and me and the guy that I was training with at the time, name's Carl Hollywell, so I'll tag him in this.
Yeah, fucking tag
just
him
to
in
remind, just to remind him of this. We used to go on our breaks together. We used to eat a pack of rice with tuna, tins of beans,
rice cake,
and we just used to, and the cans of nourishment.
Oh, funny story.
400 calories in a
400
tin.
calories, 89 pence.
Yeah.
Out of a Premier Shop, well, not Premier Shop, they're out of like Londis.
I mean, protein source is pretty good. Like, there's a decent amount of protein.
25,
but it's all the other.
But fat's about 50.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But again, we just thought, like most youngsters nowadays, you just have to eat everything in sight to get big. Yeah, you're going to get big, but you're not going to get quality muscle.
Absolutely not, no. You're just going to eat shit, look like shit. That's the slogan nowadays, isn't it? But
eat shit, feel shit.
Yeah, I think in our day, my day, your day, whatever. But yeah, them nourishment drinks, they still do them today in, I think, farm foods. They're about £1.39. So inflation hasn't really hit them yet. So inflation's pretty good on that. But
do you get commission for this mentioning of farm foods?
Absolutely not. But if you are watching this and if it was a farm foods, give me a sponsor deal.
I'm more of a Heron Foods guy.
Hey, I went to Heron Foods yesterday.
It's great.
It's brilliant. Oh, I can't. Well, I'll say this now anyway. But 3 prime drinks for £1.
We won't talk about prime.
No. Anyway, what else is in there? No, I can't say. But they got absolutely shit in there, haven't they?
Yeah, it is good in there.
I only went in there off the off chance. I was in Superdrug getting some foundation. Not for me, for someone else, obviously. And she wanted a drink, and I was like, £1.85 for a drink. Nah, I quickly popped Heron Foods, gone in there. And she loves Coke vanilla. Vanilla Coke, shall we say. Big bottles, or 500ml bottles of Coke in there. 2 for £1. How can they 69p?
I think it's because Heron Foods, the date's shorter than your big supermarkets. But do you know what? When it comes to drinks, why are you going to pay £2-3 for a bottle when you can get 2 for £2?
Absolutely mental in there. But farm food, no, not talking about farm foods or Heron Foods. Let's get back to the subject.
Doesn't hurt, mate. Doesn't hurt.
But yeah, supplements, right? I'll tell you talk about supplements. So pre-workouts nowadays to compare 5 years ago, I think they've gone a bit all over the fucking place. And I think it's just about branding now, and it's all about branding stuff and how it looks on the tub and not actually what's in it.
The brighter the tub, the more people are going to be.
Honestly, like
and what they name it as well. It's like, I'm not going to lie. So I'm training at Smudge at the moment, and they've got a pre-workout called Bring the Chaos.
I've tried that.
I rate it. I think it's good.
A bit similar to? I've tried this AK-47, which I've never tried again.
I don't think I've ever had
AK-47. I think it's called.
The name of it, or is that the brand?
That's the name of it.
What's the brand?
Oh, I can't remember the brand now, but I've tried it once, and never again. The ingredients is like that. I don't know, honestly, because I find with pre-workouts, the lower the ingredients, the better quality. I think. Well, me personally, it works better. But that AK must have about 40 ingredients, and I know food people who's had it, then it probably end up in A&E, probably heart palpitations, fucking anxiety going through the roof. But anyway, what do you take?
To be honest,
Bring the Chaos is
don't think I've had a pre-workout for a good 2-3 months, I tend to have a can of Monster or just eat some porridge before I train. I am a lot better. I mean, when I was younger, I have been the guy that's full fat Coke with coffee. I'm sure you've heard of Cali Muscle, Hyphy Mud.
I've never tried it.
Don't get me wrong, it is good. It's not for everyone.
Right, okay.
It doesn't taste as bad as it sounds. Full fat Coke and coffee granules. Give it a whiz.
And just down it. What, that much? Or you don't need a lot?
A spoonful of sugar, probably the usual 100-150 mils of Coke.
Yeah.
But it basically just froths, lets settle, then neck it, and it just
It does give you like sort of like smelly salt, sort of. Have you done smelly salts?
Yeah. It makes me cry. it makes me cry. But yeah, But I'm back to when I was training for the first time.
Yeah.
Cymex.
Oh, nutrition. Yeah, Cymex nutrition.
Cymex nutrition used to be very big. It used to be. They used to see it a lot more than what you do now. But I had this pre-workout, and
is it Vortex? No, is it 1 Rep Max or something?
No, I think it's just called Cymex, and it's just as pre-workout, so it's got no fancy name. It's very basic. And this guy that I was training with, Carl, his name, he said, "Oh, do you want a pre-workout?" Again, I was like, "What's that?" I didn't know what it was, and he was like, "Oh, it just gives you a bit of a kick up the arse." I was like, "All right." So, again, took the right dosage, because we don't do that now, do we?
Absolutely not.
So, being the sweet and innocent little kid that I was, done the correct dosage. He was driving at the time, I wasn't, and he drove to the gym, and I pulled up outside of the gym, and I was like,
tunnel vision.
I was like this, and my mate was like, "You alright?" I went, "Why do I feel like I'm sweating? I haven't done anything." I was
alright?
Probably scratching my face. Like, my face was like it's on fire, and he's like, "Yeah, that's the pre-workout." Again, didn't know it was the beta-alanine doing it,
or sucking something,
and it kind of, it didn't scare me, but I that was when it was like, yeah, let's go. That was when my addiction to the gym really started, because I'm like, oh, I like this. And then obviously over the years, I wouldn't say I got stupid with pre-workouts, but I wanted to try stronger ones.
Yeah, I've gone through the stage at the minute, transitioning from strongman to bodybuilding. I would say I'm slowly getting off pre-workouts. I'm not... Every session I must have this, but with my diet plan...
Cream of rice.
Not tried that yet. Not tried it yet. It's not on the diet plan yet.
Mark, when you watch this, introduce him to cream of rice.
But we're on track. We're doing fantastic. He's doing a fantastic job with me. Anyway, that's another episode. So
hopefully I'm on that one.
Basically, anything new comes out, I'll give it a go. But that's the way I find things with pre-workout. I try it. That's it. Normally now my pre-workout consists of like a bagel, some jam, an apple, and an extra black, like strong coffee. And I've been doing that for the past like, couple months, on and on.
Yep.
Black coffee is unbelievable. I'll say it now. I love black coffee, and that's it.
What coffee do you drink? Obviously, because you
so
bitter, because you can get syrup.
Yeah,
so I have a syrup if I have a black coffee.
Yeah, I normally, if I go around someone's house, because at the minute, if I go around someone's house and stuff, they got used to what I drink now.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, before it'd be like, black coffee, but now they're like, black coffee, yeah, sweet, get it on, yeah. Is it 0 calorie?
Yeah. A lot of the
whatever it's called, bulk. I don't know.
Yeah, bulk doing my protein.
Yeah. So salted caramel in there, mix it up. It's lovely, mate. Yeah, it's a lifesaver as well. Like I've never know. Like I used to have green tea as well. Drink green tea consistently, like 6 cups a day. But I think that just gets a bit boring, really. But yeah, with coffee, I've got I can't remember what make it. It's from Farm Foods. They do a Peaky Blinders one, but it was like $1.99. It was real cheap, but it's called Rich and Smooth.
Yeah, I've got a coffee. Yeah. Have you heard of the? So, have you finished that?
Yeah. Finished that
one. Right. So back to the whole coffee and Coke mixture. So the coffee that I had It was, you ready for this? It was called Rocket Fuel.
Thank God you said that, because that was a big thing back in the day.
Have you heard?
Yes,
it?
yeah. The gym I go to, he used to sell it there, like 2 scoops for £3. And honest to God, he was in a
black jar with a funky shaped lid. Yeah.
And you probably buy it from Tesco's.
Yep.
Yeah, or you buy it from obviously Muscle Finesse or whatever. But that stuff, I don't know whether they do it nowadays. But
I haven't seen it for a while, but it was literally like 2 scoops, and it had
it was
guarana.
That herb, is it herb?
Yeah,
or
something
ginseng or something.
Yeah, that's
probably
it.
murdering his name. But not very good at English.
But yeah, that was the coffee that I used to have, because again, back to the way something looks. You look at it and be like, oh, that looks well good. Yeah,
but it used to be probably that big, didn't it? And you used to have a massive cap on it.
Yep.
You open it up, it's like,
and the smell of the coffee literally slapped you in the face. But if I look at that coffee now, I'm going to look at it and go, that's cheap as hell.
Yeah.
When it comes to coffee, I do like a particular coffee.
I'm not really fussy, really. Long as it's long as it's black, and black coffee, a bit of sugar in it or whatever sweetener, I'm happy with it. Do you know what I mean? I think that's one change what I've made in my diet, because where I work, coffee's free. So me and my coach come up. Well, I think he came up with it, or me. Either way. So obviously, working in my industry, you just go grab the lads' food, coffees, and that a couple times a day, and you don't know how many calories are in them lattes, do you? When it's from a vending machine.
Well,
or not.
When it's a latte, again, it's more milky.
Yeah, and cappuccinos
For me, if I was going to have a funky coffee,
yeah.
9 times out of 10, it'll either be a flat white, or a cappuccino.
Really? Yeah, flat white's not bad actually.
So yeah, when you start, I mean, you look, if you go to Costa or Starbucks and you get a frappuccino.
What is
that's
that?
A meal. That's it's a meal.
Yeah.
400 or 500 calories, easy.
Fucking hell. I've never really thought about that.
And that's where.
Not like I go to Costa or Starbucks, but
get a little bit like.
I'm only have it once a week, but that once a week, soon add up.
Yeah. And I was looking at stuff when I was shopping the other day, and like the other half, not the other half, the person I work with, she was eating a pot noodle, and I was like, "Do you have one of them every day?" She's like,
"Cool, mate.
Pretty much, yeah."
Dangerous.
I mean, I didn't know how many calories were in a pot noodle until I looked. I mean, I don't really eat them.
I can't remember the last time I had one. But
do you know how many calories are in a pot noodle?
It's not good, is it?
411.
What, in that small pot? Fuck it.
411 calories. People don't realise what's going in there.
Yeah.
They really don't, and it's frustrating. It is frustrating when you're PT and they start asking you questions about food, and you can't beat around the bush when you tell them. You know when you tell them how many calories are in a certain amount, like certain food that they're eating, they're going to be like, "Oh no!" I'm like, "Yeah." It takes. So when I was on the Stairmaster, when I was with my bodybuilding coach Kieran, he said to go on the Stairmaster.
I remember that guy. Yeah.
Because you sent me his way. 45 minutes on the Stairmaster.
No.
I was on level 7, 8, or 9, and that was burning between 400 to 500 calories. So you think, have a frappuccino, tell someone to go on the Stairmaster 45 minutes.
Oh,
they're going to go, yeah, maybe I'm going to cut back on the frappuccinos, depending on what their goal is.
Yeah.
People do not realise what's going in there.
So that, going back to the black coffee situation there, right? So I was having lattes, cappuccinos, and all this, but I thought, you know what? If I'm going to have a drink at work, black coffee, it's literally 0 calories, I'd say, or it's not a lot of calories in black coffee, but it was like I'm having all these, say, not empty calories, but I'm having these extra calories every day. And
no, sorry, it is empty calories.
It is, yeah.
It's not, you'd rather take them calories with wholesome food.
Yes.
You're having your black coffees, 1 or 2 calories. It's like these.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Yeah, no. There's obviously a lot of ingredients that, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know half what's in there.
No.
But 1 or